The world has driven too many of us right over a fucking cliff. It's insane out there, and it's making us insane in our membranes in here. All because politicians on both sides of the aisle have done nothing but drum hate for the other side. Why? Why would they do that? Oh, it's just to keep us distracted. All in the hopes that we won't notice that they've never actually done a damn thing for any one of us, except to pit us against each other while demonstrating such a clear lack of diplomacy, respect, care for themselves, their colleagues, and most of all, the world and all of us. The news, instead of holding any of these people truly accountable, or, giving honest facts so we can at least all be informed, instead serve a function to create more dysfunction. Just as politics divide, so must the news. There are no voices of reason. I mean, shit. I'm just a highly researched autistic, folks. I do happen to believe myself to be the chosen one, because honestly, I think I'm Fry and we're trapped in that episode of Futurama where only the dumbest motherfucker alive was so dumb that he had a special brain with the right kind of wavelengths that could resist mind control. So not kidding here. I mean, I do think far more highly of myself and have a really cool beliefology. But I'm not here to preach anything other than the fact that all religious beliefs are correct. We get to pick the one that suits us. And we're supposed to understand it's like DC and Marvel. They basically tell the same stories, more or less. But because we all have personalities/identity/souls, what that really means, or, the easiest way to understand how it all adds up is we get to define ourselves based on what resonates with us. And at the same time, we are supposed to respect what resonates with others, because you never know, you might learn from that person that you first disagree with. And there's a great thing that you'll learn. Once those things that you parodied become your truth, life just is a cabaret. Now, facts are facts, and if we all have access to the net, censored though it may be, we can still find enough traces to prove, holy fucking shit, we in Oz, y'all. And yeah, kinda like the prison show, but only the prison is in your mind, brah. And yes, we really are over the fucking rainbow. Well, I mean, at the very least, we actually have factual proof now. I mean, there's tech that's literally thousands of years advanced, far beyond ours. I mean, it literally retards my brain. Sorry, I didn't. Please don't take the video down. I'm autistic. It was a slip of the tongue. I think I have a right to use the word. Anyway, we have proof that our country not only researched mind control, but committed horrible atrocities in the process. And honestly, question here, if they admit to the horrific shit, as they did, but then go, oh, the mind control stuff, nah, it didn't pan out. We got nothing. So it's not like we can control your mind, folks. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see. We bought it. We literally fucking bought it. I hate to say it, but think about it. Think about all the marketing research and other psychological tricks that nearly every corporation on the planet is using for and against us. Now, we never protest how badly the fucking country is run. We do have these little events that basically start a chain reaction, but clearly, these are planned, because otherwise they'd break out far more often and far more organically. Much like happened in the 60s and 70s. And when we have things like Facebook and Twitter and all of this social media that can bring us together and that should connect us faster, there's no reason why you just don't see more protests about this. I mean, no matter what side of the aisle. We're getting fucked in the ass with a red, white, and blue dick, and we're all taking it. And don't get me wrong, I like being fucked in the ass, but I'd like lube, I'd like consent, so on and so forth. You know, just saying here, folks. Now, given that spies are a real thing, this shit is likely the byproduct of some internal war. Likely not all government is evil and bad. It's clear that something is going on, though. And it's far more complex and fascinating than the reality TV that we're living in. Given what is going on, you know, the fact that there is something out there that just either is unexplainable or we're just not talking about it. I mean, really, folks, we need to wake up here and realize that what's going on is either damage control, and maybe, just maybe, they're trying to fix this shit. Wouldn't that be great? I'm giving you a positive example of what could be happening right now. But just in case they are trying to fix shit, you can't fix it with more lies. You're gonna have to be honest and expose everything so that we can all trust one another again. That's the only way that it will work if you're actually trying to do the right thing. Now, if you're not trying to do the right thing, we might get to see some serious shit! Because if the bad fucks are still in power, if what's going on is another kind of damage control, well, that would be exciting. It would mean that all of this will come to a head, they'll start the war, and we'll get to finish it, and then. Now, 9/11 might not have been an inside job, but realistically, who we kidding here? Probably was. But what we do know for certain is that there were definitely no weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, and that means, oh fuck, all those bombings, the shootings, well, it's like Vietnam all over again. Genocide for the sake of greed. Oh, wait. Wasn't that also how this country was formed? Did they actually ever stop committing atrocities? Or is it more likely that they just lied to the entire world and we all fucking bought it because, yo, they spent the most in mind control research and they have the atrocities to prove it? I mean, would we really put it past them? Slavery. They put kids in cages. They allow thousands of children to simply vanish every fucking day. And to top it all off, our government, more likely than not, is run by crooks and sadists. Just take a look around. They steal from charities that are meant to help people. They clearly care more to create arguments and division, which leads to suffering and nothing that's good. They're not helping people, and yet when you're running one of the most influential countries on the planet, it's clear that you have a huge fucking responsibility not only to your country, but to the planet as a whole, and they not living up to it, y'all. Seriously, and beyond that, it's obvious that the quality of life for everyone but the powerful has gone so freaking far downhill that that's obviously part of why some kids are clearly snapping and either committing suicide or shooting up the school. It's not funny, but I become numb to most of this shit, and it's difficult to even continue to try to talk about it, but you know, gotta do something, y'all. Most of us are just fighting to survive. Most people have nothing to look forward to but survival. That was not the norm years ago, and yet, even then, life was not what it should have been, and we should be seeing life getting better, not worse. How did we get here? We have done so much as a country, and honestly, we have come so far as a collective humanity. Just look at the fucking evolution over time. Look at what we're capable of doing. We cannot allow them to lead us downhill. This cannot be another Rome. It's time we start leading them uphill. Those who utilize power to harm others for gain or pleasure, without consent, and with clearly defined intentions to do harm, for only the sake of causing harm, are the only sinners. So, everyone but those who commit the only sin deserve the best of life, and the right to lead life however they wish. Period. We watch people live the good life on TV because that life is out of most of our reach, and yet those who came before us have worked so hard, and given that the world never turned into Grand Theft Auto the home game, I think it's safe to say, we good y'all. We afraid of each other because that is how they keep us under their spell. We need no revolution of violence. I mean, yeah, it sounds fun, but really would not be as totes as the video game we can make once this is all over with. All we need to do is educate ourselves, enlighten ourselves, and expose their crimes as often as we can. It is only those in power who we should question, be suspicious of, but most of all, hold accountable by exposing their darkness to the light, where darkness cannot hide and simply fades away. They may be censoring us, blocking our videos, keeping us from being seen and heard, but the more we create, the more we share, the more we work together, the better life can be. None of us are perfect, but so long as we care enough to say, no more, evil shall not be allowed to prevail, because we are the good people, and we're gonna do something. And that something is as easy as tweeting. It is as easy as sharing this video, or as easy as creating your own. And us all coming together to simply say, we stand united, going, we want humanity to move forward. We want good lives for everyone. If you fear their repercussions, then you can hide behind me. Make fun of me. Make it look like you are sharing to shame me. Do anything you can, just so the truth will get out there. I understand we are facing a huge monster, but that monster will not harm us if we expose it to the light. If we sit in the dark, waiting, fearing, and accepting defeat, then all will be lost. All we have to do to destroy a great evil is expose it to the light. It cannot hide when we all know the truth. And we know that there is something truly evil out there at work. It sucks. I was a skeptic my whole life. But I know when I nearly choked to death while writing this, and after many other strange occurrences and near-death situations, that I am clearly facing a great evil, and I have great spiritual help. I could use friends. We all could use friends. But still, I will be the one to stand between you and darkness. I already am. I know how real this is. I know they are threatening my life, and I do not care. I am the shadow, and I know what evil lurks in the hearts of darkness. Your weeds of crime shall always bear bitter fruit, because the shadow knows. I've always known, it just took me time to remember. Yeah, I'm a little crazy and a little nutty, but you want a nutty buddy on your side when you're facing great evil, because only a nutty buddy is crazy enough to look evil in the face and say, go fuck yourself, I know you're real. So what if you're the devil in disguise? So what if you're Lord Voldemort? So what if, like the Pope said, that the devil really is a human fucking being with dark powers? No shit, the Pope actually said that. Even if that shit's all true. Even if I'm pissing off God himself to stand up with the truth, I don't care who I'm pissing off, the CIA, assassins, killers, doesn't matter. I say bring it the fuck on. Because, honestly, didn't you hear me there? Like, I clearly want to be a superhero, and you can give me that chance. Alright, folks, it's been a pleasure bringing these hysterical horizons to you. We'll catch up with you later days.